Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy for Now. It's me Isabel here with quite possible one of the biggest updates we will have for the NetGalley check-ins this year. Although I don't know because I'm literally one away from another jump. I did some things the other night. So as y'all know, I've been struggling. I've been fighting the fight to get my NetGalley score raised because I've had a NetGalley for a very long time. I used to have a blog and I got books that way. I used to read a lot more YA, things like that. I have a lot of books lingering that are things I'm not interested in. And if you mark a book as not interested, it doesn't help you. And it kind of hurts you at the end of the day because it just sits there as an unread book, but doesn't show up on your shelf, which hurts you in the long run. So we'll talk about one of the things I did when I talk about all the books I reviewed. Because I am so sick of not seeing that number go up that I had to do something. And I wanted them gone. So I did something. Our previous two updates, I've been stuck around 70 to 71% for these updates. I've never really dropped below 70%, but the goal is 80. My goal is 90 or more, so that I am basically, if I'm at 90% or more, I should be pretty much only having arcs from the last year or two available, because to hit that, I need to be reading a lot of my older ones or DNFing them. Last update, which was in December of 2024, for reference, I was at 71% with 405 approvals and 289 submitted. Y'all are not ready. I hope everyone is so proud. I'm very proud of myself. I'm at 426 approved books and 316 feedback submitted. Obviously, the ARC vlogs are doing a lot of work here. They are helping me a lot. I'm so thankful I started that project because it's keeping me pretty current on 2025 ARCs. I'm literally, I think, down to 2 for March that I haven't read yet. 2? I think it's 2. Maybe 3. At most 3. So that feels really good. Those will get read. I promise. I will be reading them at some point. But 316 feedback sent. That is that's almost 30 books that I've sent in for reviews. And I was stuck, remember, 70-71% ratio because I was getting things for the new year. I was denying, all this stuff. And I've gotten a lot of new books. I have gotten a lot of new books in this last 3 months. I'm at 74%. I'm 6% away from having an 80% score, which is like the recommendation. I am so close. It feels really good. I'm so close. And because of that, I feel very motivated to read down a lot of this stuff, which is great because we have an ARC vlog coming in early April. In fact, let me look at how many I would have to read to hit 80 now. I'm only 25 books away from hitting 80. That is within reach in a way I never expected it to be. Okay, because I have 19 new ones already, and some of these I have duplicates of, so I have an audio arc of it and I have the ebooks. That 25 feels wildly manageable if I get through some of these. Wow. Okay, that feels good. But let's dive right into every single new book I have gotten since our last check-in, and I will tell you quickly if it's in the vlog that already went up with my reads for 2025 so far for ARCs. First up, for new books, we have Let's Call a Truce by Amy Buchanan. This I read in the first ARC vlog for 2025. I really enjoyed this one. I think this is a fun one. We have Wooing the Witch Queen by Stephanie Burgess. This I DNF'd. It's a very cozy fantasy. I think it's cute. It's fun. I was not in the mood for the level of cozy this book was, so I DNF'd it. Then we have Adrifts in the Currents, Clean and Clear by Shauna McGuire. This is the last Wayward Children book. I loved it. I think this was a fantastic addition to the series. We have Unromance by Erin Connor, another debut that I really loved. This one felt like a love letter to romance books. Then we have Ride With Me by Simone Saltani. This comes out in May, and I'm really excited. It's the sequel to Cross the Line, and I really loved Cross the Line, so I'm expecting to love this one. Then we have The Enchanted Greenhouse by Sarah Beth Durst. I really loved The Spell Shop, so I'm excited to try this one. It's not this, imagine it's the same world, but it's not interconnected or anything. Similar vibes, I'm assuming. Fan Service by Rosie Dannon. We will be talking about that one in a minute. My Big Fat Fake Marriage by Charlotte Stein. I need to read this one still. Zom Rom-Com by Olivia Dade. This comes out in August. Along Came Amore by Alexis Daria. I think this is a summer release or an August release. I'm not sure which. I'll put the date down here for y'all. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I don't remember who this is by, and I've heard not good things. So I already told Jess Owens I was texting her when I read it because we needed to discuss because I'm hearing not good things. Then we have Kiss Me Maybe by Gabrielle Gamez. I really liked The Next Best Fling, so I'm very excited for this one. Then we have Sweet Obsession by Katie Robert. This is out April 1st. Then we have A Tropical Rebel Gets the Duke by Adriana Herrera. This I have an audiobook and the ebook for. I need to read it. This is what I'm saying, where like some of these I have both. And because I have both, I feel like I need to read them so that I can submit for both. And again, that takes that 25 down to potentially, I mean, I don't think I have 12. I don't have 12 audio and ebook arcs, but if I did, that would be like having the total. So that's going to make it a lot easier. Then I have Shoot Your Shot by Lexi LaFleur Brown. This I've already read, and we will talk about it in a minute. I got an audiobook arc of it, and I had an ebook arc, so this is always nice. Then I have Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tully. I got this because the cover. This was a cover request. Immediately a cover request. I had to know. I had to know. Then I have Rose in Chains by Julie Soto, which is the one thing that I'm dangling in front of myself. As soon as I finish the next ARC vlog, I can read this. And I will be reading it. And then 2 more audios. I got Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave on audio, and I got My Big Fat Fake Marriage on audio as well. This is what I'm saying. I have some duplicates here. It just happens. And apparently I didn't mark them accordingly, but that's fine. And then for reviews, let's talk about everything I submitted, which is 14 books since our last check-in. Or no, 13 books total since our last check-in with an asterisk. And we will talk about that asterisk at the end. So first up, we had Adrift in the Currents, Clean and Clear. Again, I loved this. Fantastic continuation. Let's Call a Truce. A really fun widow romance. She's a widower. He's a single dad. And it's their romance. I enjoyed this. I think this was fun. It was a good contemporary. Part of my contemporary burnout, though. Then I read She Doesn't Have a Clue. This is a very interesting blend of a rom-com and a mystery thriller situation, and I really liked that about it. I think it was different, it was interesting, it was unique, like very, very unique in my opinion. So if you want something different and unique, definitely a good option. Then I have Unromance. Again, I loved this. This was like a love letter to romance lovers in a way. You got a lot of our rom-com tropes, and execution on that was great, and it was fun, and it didn't feel forced, which is a big thing for me, because often a lot of these feel so very forced. Spiral by Balcabra. This is one of many hockey romances I've read recently. This was a great continuation in that series. I really liked Spiral. I think this one was really fun and emotional. This is in the ARC vlog as well. So is Unloved by Peyton Corinne. Similar but different to Spiral. Spiral is adult. They're not in college, they're adult. And then Unloved, they're in college. And both of them are really struggling just to feel appreciated in life. Then I also submitted for Wooing the Witch Queen on audio. Like I said, I DNF'd that. I just was not in the mood for the level of cozy that book was at the time. I also listened to I Got Abducted by Aliens and Now I'm Trapped in a Rom-Com by Kimberly Lemming. I didn't love this. This did not work for me very well. This is in the part 2 vlog, I believe. I'll link to both those for you down there. And it wasn't that it was bad. It's just didn't work for me. I don't know if her writing's just not working for me right now, or if it just wasn't what I wanted out of an alien rom-com situation. A lot of people I know have liked it though, since it's been out now, and it could really work for you. I don't think like it's the worst thing I've ever read. It just was like a 3. Then I read Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. So this is from, I've had this arc since before the original boycott happened with Macmillan and with St. Martin's. So I got this book, that boycott happened, and it has sat forever. And now the new books come out. So Finley Donovan Digs Her Own Grave has come out finally. So I was like, okay, we need to actually get current with Finley and make a decision. I really enjoyed Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. I think it was fun. It made me giggle. They're just bananas. Like, I like a bananas mystery situation, you know? I think that can be really fun to read. I think it can be really just enjoyable break from other things, and they're silly. Like, these are just pure silliness, and you have to be down for the silliness to happen here. So if you are, it could work for you, but if you're not, it may not. And then the next 2 are both the same book, which is Shoot Your Shot. So I just finished this last week. It'll be in the weekly vlog this week, I think. And I had an audio and an ebook arc of both of these. So I submitted. This is like a 4-star, 3.5, 4-star for me. This was really fun. I think it's really cute how we got like a very different-ish heroine than we have from a lot of hockey romances. I really enjoy a different heroine in sports romances. Not in a pick-me way, but in like it's fun to see not a cookie-cutter heroine love interest in every sports romance, right? They can be very cookie-cutter if you read a lot of them. And that's okay. Like, it's kind of an expectation with the genre to an extent. But because of that, I sometimes get a little... Our female main character in this one is working on a tattoo apprenticeship and just trying to figure her life out. And then our hero decides she is his good luck charm, because after they had a really interesting evening together, he ends up picked back up on the team, and it goes from there. I just thought this overall was cute and fun and silly and a good time, like most hockey romances. So there's that. If you've liked Tegan Hunter, I think you would enjoy this one, because I definitely felt very Tegan Hunter-y when I read it. Then we have Fan Service by Rosie Danan. This is my most recent ARC read. I got the audio from the Penguin Random House app, so I've been listening to it, and then obviously I have an ebook ARC of it on NetGalley. I really enjoyed this. I've really liked the direction Rosie Danan has went in her newer titles personally. For me, they have been exactly what I want from her. I didn't love the roommate experiment, and I didn't love the roommate. I liked the intimacy experiment. I liked Do Your Worst, and I have definitely liked Fan Service. Fan Service is a love letter to fandom. Okay? Like, this book is all about fandom. This is a heroine who built the wiki for this show that is very Supernatural-esque. The hero in the show has suddenly turned into a werewolf in real life. And he ends up in her little town in Florida. And they're trying to figure out why and help him go through the trials to get through his, get control of his wolf. And this has been very funny, to be honest with you. It's very funny, very sweet. I got a little teary-eyed at one point. I have really had a good time with this one. This is also in the upcoming weekly vlog. And yeah, I'm really glad I read it. I have left it very happy. If you like fandom, if you like that sort of stuff, this is perfect. Okay, and then our little asterisks here. So I had marked books prior as not interested. So what I did is I went through and I read a chapter or two, and then I went back and I wrote DNF reviews for all of those books. They were all, now when I did this, I do want to caveat, all of these books were well over 10 years old. So I wasn't doing this for any new releases, anything recent. Some of them were YA titles, so I just was like, I no longer read YA. This didn't work for me because of XYZ. And each review is different. This was not like a copy-paste situation. I did the work to go submit reviews on all of these as DNFs and not interested, not copy-pasted blanketed reviews. Do not, I repeat, do not submit copy-pasted blanket reviews for books you're no longer interested in, y'all. That is how you get your account flagged. That is how you lose your NetGalley account, so don't do that. Please don't do that. But you can totally go back and submit DNF reviews after trying a couple chapters and talking about why a book doesn't work for you, especially when it's older like that. I feel like that's not going to ding you. You're at less risk. But don't do 20 of them, that's shady. So I just kind of did a handful. Like I said, I took all the books I marked as not interested, which predominantly were all young adult titles, and I reviewed them. I also had an author that I have one more book by them I'm kind of interested in, and I think I'm done with them. So I'm going to read that book, which I have an ARC of. We're not going to talk about it here right now, but I'm going to read that. I'm going to submit that review, and then I'm done. So I did take a couple of the handful I had for that author and also submitted, this is why I'm not interested in this author anymore. They didn't do anything about it. They're just not jiving for me like they used to. Blah, 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 blah. And submitted that as a review. So you could do that. Just please, 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 please do not just copy paste things into your thing. I saw a creator a couple years ago do that and get very upset that their account got banned on NetGalley. And I don't know what to tell you. Of course that's going to get flagged. But yeah, it felt good to just kind of clear off some of these and talk about what wasn't working for me in it and why I didn't like it as much as I would have back in the day. So there's that. But that is everything. I only have 4 pending requests right now on NetGalley, so we'll see if I get those. So your next update should be pretty minimal unless y'all have books you want to see me read for July, August, and September releases. Let me know in the comments because I will be on the lookout for those to pop up and request them for those vlogs. I feel like I'm pretty much set for my April, May, and June releases. I have a lot to read there, so we'll see how many I get through and then we'll go from there if you're gonna get a part 2 vlog or what. But there's that. If you use NetGalley, I would love to know your ratio. Are you doing well this year? Are you upping it? Are you decreasing it, etc.? Or if you don't tell me that because you're embarrassed or whatever, no shame here, y'all, but that's fair. Let me know the last book you got approved for. I'd love to know. Yeah, so that's all of that. You can leave me a numbers related emoji of your choice in the comments. You will find links to my friend anywhere on the internet that I am, links to all the books I talked about, all that good stuff. And I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for.